Hello and welcome to How to Play Dosh, a game for 2 to 8 players. This game comes to us from Reiner Knizia's Dice Games Properly Explained. It is a gambling game, but it is one that you can actually play without gambling. And I've had a fascination with gambling games lately. Mainly I've been trying to learn craps, and I've realized that craps is the only dice game that pretty much exists in American casinos. And so in order to learn craps, I went to a casino near me, and they had a craps table, but in addition to that, they actually had a second dice game called 3 Dice Baccarat that involves dice rolling, and so that makes the second game in existence that uses dice in American casinos, at least that I know of. And so it's only a single table that's operating it right now, but it is an interesting game. But this game is a particularly interesting player elimination gambler, so it works for player elimination. You can use it to see who does chores or who buys dinner. So we're going to demonstrate a 2-player game, so you'll need 2 dice, about 30 coins for each player. Now, if you have more than 3 players, the 7 rule will probably be different if you want to conduct it that way. So what's going to happen, we're going to roll the dice. If the board is empty, like it is now, we're going to pay that spot of the table that many counters. So in this case, we roll a 5. The 5 space is empty, therefore we pay 5 counters to the 5. Now, if somebody else rolls a 5, they would get to keep those coins. Now, instead, though, the second player rolls an 8, and they'll put the coins down. They'll put 8 coins on 8. I roll a 7, I'll put 7 coins in the 7 spot. But for this game, since it's a 2-player game, 7s will count as nothing. The coins will disappear, nobody will get to claim them. So now we have what appears to be a 6. So we'll put 6 counters on the 6, and the turn will move on. Now, if you actually capture the coins by rolling that spot's number, which in this case we don't because we have an 11, so I'll give 11 coins to that spot. And so that leaves me with 7 coins left. Pass the dice to the player. But if you actually collect the coins, you will have the option of, do you want to continue your turn and roll again, or do you want to end your turn? So obviously, having 11 possible dice rolls on a 2 dice combination, if the board is mostly full, you'll probably want to keep that. Now, in a 3-player game, you have the optional rule of going ahead and using those coins on the 7 like a free parking space that some house rule Monopoly uses, and just make it to where everybody that rolls a 2 or 12 can collect the 7 coins and use them to stay in the game. Because what's going to happen is once a player is out of counters, the game is over for them and they have lost, and the winner is going to be the last player that has counters. So in a 3-player game, this could actually last a long time using the 7 rule, but if you use 7 as a just coins getting eliminated from existence, this game will not last as long and it'll be over faster, and it'll probably make a better game. So now the top player has the choice to take and continue their turn or pass. They chose to pass, so now it's South's turn. They roll a 9. We'll put 9 counters on. And we're just going to keep up like this until somebody has no more counters. So we put 3 counters down. Now we roll and we have a 10. So 10 counters go down on the 10 spot. But like I said, you can use this for an actual gambling purpose, or you could use it as a non-monetary gambling, like let's say who buys dinner, who pays the chores. Something very friendly and inconsequential as far as who wins, but just something fun to do. So there, I went ahead and took a second turn, and I rolled a 7, so 7 coins will go into the vault, never to be seen or heard from again. Now I will end up winning because North rolled a 5. They only had 4 counters, so the game's over for them. And like always, if you actually want to play some dice games in a public place against strangers, otherwise known as friends that you haven't yet met, come to our subreddit Card Game Meetups, post your city, and a public place within your city that you'd like to play some dice games. Click into the show more in the description to find other links to other channels that I enjoy, as well as the rules and the music that's featured in this video. You'll also find a link to a Discord channel where we talk about card games and dice games all day, every day. It's a fun place, and you should be there talking to other people. Do call up your friends and see if they might want to play some dice. They might say yes, they might say no, but you never know what they'll say until you actually call them. Anything could happen. And I want to be sure to let you know to like and subscribe and share these videos with other people you know love playing card games and dice games. And if you see the community tab, go into there. We might have a question or a poll. I want to thank today's musician, and I'll see all of you next video.